What if the one thing destroying your future is something you use every day? What if your words are louder than your work? And what if silence is the key you have been ignoring? There was a young girl named Sophia who lived in a beautiful village of Ghana, surrounded by mountains. Watch till the end to know what she learnt from her grandmother. She was known for her words, but not for her results. Everyone in the house knew her voice because it never stopped. Sophia was a young, intelligent, energetic girl. She had opinions about everything. She had dreams and plans about everything. She spoke about all of them. He talked about success and hustle. She talked about changing her life. Days passed, but nothing changed. She spoke more, did less. People smiled when she talked, but no one took her seriously. One evening, after another long day of talking and no action, her phone rang. It was her grandmother. Not a call filled with complaints and advice. Just one calm sentence. "Come and sit with me tomorrow. I want to tell you a story." Sophia almost laughed. A story? From a woman who barely spoke? Her grandmother was known for silence. She didn't talk much, but when she did, people listened. The next day, Sophia sat beside her grandmother on the old wooden veranda. The air was quiet, too quiet for Sophia. She tried to speak. Her grandmother raised one finger and smiled. "Today, you will learn before you speak. The conversation begins." Her grandmother said softly, "You know, when I was your age, I was exactly like you." Sophia froze. That felt impossible. This silent woman talkative? Her grandmother continued, "I spoke a lot. I promised a lot. I announced my dreams before living them." Sophia started to pay attention. For the first time, she was silent. "When I was young," her grandmother said, "I believed words were power. So I used them everywhere. I told people what I would become. I told people what I would achieve. I told people what I was capable of. But I didn't work quietly. I worked loudly." Sophia felt the word heavily. Her grandmother looked at the sky and continued, "One day, I met a man who changed my life. He was poor and old. He barely spoke. But everything around him was built. His house, his respect, his peace. I asked him, 'Why don't you speak much?' He smiled and said one sentence that shattered me. 'Because my actions speak even when I am silent.'" Sophia's breathing slowed. Her grandmother continued, "He told me something I never forgot. The noisiest minds achieve the least. The quietest minds build the most." That day, her grandmother stopped announcing her dreams. She started living them. Her grandmother turned toward Sophia and asked, "Do you know why empty vessels make the most noise?" Sophia shook her head. "Because they are empty." Silence filled the air again. Her grandmother spoke gently. "When you talk too much, you leak energy. When you stay silent, you store power." Silence, her grandmother said, is not weakness. It is discipline. It is focus. It is strength. When you stay silent, you observe. When you observe, you learn. When you learn, you grow. Sophia realized something painful. She had been speaking her goals instead of working on them. She had been seeking validation instead of progress. She had been loud to hide her insecurity. Tears filled Sophia's eyes. She whispered, "But Grandma, if I don't speak, how will people know who I am?" Her grandmother held her hand. "They will know you by what you build. Let your results introduce you." Her grandmother stood up slowly and said, "I didn't change my life by speaking less overnight. I changed it by choosing silence before action. Silence before decisions. Silence before reactions. And silence before success." She looked deep into Sophia's eyes. "Gold doesn't make noise. That's why it's valuable." That day, Sophia spoke less, but she worked more. Weeks passed. People noticed the change, not because she announced it, but because she lived it. One day, someone asked her, "What changed you?" She smiled and stayed silent. If you are always talking about your goals, you are delaying them. If you announce your plans before you act, you drain their power. And if your life is loud but empty, silence is what you are missing. Silence is gold because it protects your energy. It sharpens your focus, and it turns dreams into reality. Stop talking. Start building. Let your success make the noise. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe for more interesting motivational and life lesson stories.